Hello, you know who it is. And in this video, I'll be talking about something something that is great to talk about. And you'll probably feel a little nostalgia that I'm outside talking. Um I want to talk about why the situation is that basically it feels like you have to put all the effort into a conversation or getting the people to notice you and that stuff. It feels like you have to put that effort just to get what you want. And it's annoying because when you do that, supposedly it just, how do I say it? It's like it doesn't, it feels like you're not worthy of having the people that you want in your life. But it's all this mental anguish and mental perspective that you're looking at and kind of seeing it wrong. Obviously, I've had my times where I had an enjoyable time at the bar or the club, but for some apparent reason, I didn't take the next decision to actually get this person in my house, have some fun with them, watch some anime, Netflix and chill, something like that, or just have a person to talk to, like a friend or an acquaintance. It feels like that, and it's kind of draining in a way. But the only thing that really doesn't drain me is when I spend time alone or make these videos for you guys. Because when I'm making these videos, it feels like more people really exist, and that I'm not just the only person just talking here, and I don't feel as selfish. Honestly, I'm not upset that I'm not getting women in my life because some people just don't get it. Some people don't have that thing in your life. But it could be anything. It could be that you just don't really get what you want, but if you're going to let superstitions control over your life and let that control over your fate, then I'm sorry that that's not really good for you. It's not great for you, and you'll have to do something else in order to really hone in what you're trying to get, accomplish, or go towards. So what do you do really to get what you desire without getting what you desire? Without being selfish to the point where you feel like you can get it whenever you want, and you get toxic in that way because you just want more and more instead of being great in your position right here, right in the now, in the present, in facing, not facing everything, not facing your daymares or not any of that, but really, there isn't such thing as a daymare anyways. It's about all this stuff. When we focus on nature, we feel like we belong, but I would never live with myself somewhere out in a different state by myself in a cabin. I just couldn't do that. Can't do that. So the thing is about honing into your loneliness and your lonesomeness when you have people around you. And absolutely, it's not about accepting, because I just got in a certain mind state where I felt like I accepted what went on, but I didn't. I was able to see through that and not let transitional philosophical play affect my where I am in the moment, where I am and how I feel. And I'm learning a lot. I'm getting the things I really want in my life, but it doesn't seem too worth it, because what's worth it is really helping people around me, helping the world. I don't want credit for it. Then a part of me would be like, you're still doing it selfishly. And I remember I had a friend that said that, and more when I think about what he said and all the people around me, my friends and family, they actually are the reason, part of the reason why I'm here. But it's not just them, it's you guys, all of you, every single one of you. My the people in the city, the people in Seattle, the people in California, people in Utah, everyone has this effect of helping me through whatever I'm going through. And I'm glad there's hypergamy. I'm glad there's love. I'm glad there's a lot of different ways of thinking, and I should be glad for everything I've been through. You know, I just had I have conversations with some people that say that they're not getting what they want, and like, you know, maybe a big percentage of people in that have that issue. I don't know. I don't really focus on big or small or any of that, but just I don't really know. I'm can't tell if I'm really aware at this moment. I can't tell if I'm depersonalized or personalized. I do feel real, and that's great. But who knows what? It must have been the coffee that made me feel this way. Whenever I take coffee, I feel like that other part of me that didn't take coffee probably would have felt like shit during that day. But I'm wrong about that. So like when I change mentality, I realize there's nothing really wrong when I drink coffee or don't drink coffee, but I know I'll be more sluggish, more tired than I ever did. Anyways, like I check the news sometimes and I don't see anything worth news making. There's Democratic, there's Republican, there's Independent, there's Conservative, there's Progressive, and all of it are just different polarities, which creates more and more disorder in a way, arguments, instead of actually like discussing stuff without having political polarity. That's something that really irritates me. I like I don't like really like the polarities that are around us. It seems like it was already there before that we ever thought we were part of something that was. You're just following a process is dumb. It's about creating your own fate and feeling like you're alive and not truly like you're not here, you know? It's not about being more real though. Because what is more of real if you don't know what real is? The only person that can define, well, there's other people that can define what real is, but for some reason, you have to figure out the I or the you or the person inside of you, who you are. And even when you figure that out, there's even more mystery. But you don't have to look for that mystery, really, because it's not worth it. Even if it is worth it, you already been through this before, and that's something that you guys probably weren't aware of. A lot of history starts to repeat itself unless we do something about it, unless we change how things are, but not change per se. We don't have to really change things. We just need to work as a community of communities and more just to allow ourselves to change our own internal mentality. And it's not based off me, not based off anyone. And I'm probably gonna end this video at 10 minutes. Maybe I'll do it longer. I'm just here chilling with you guys. I'm gonna sit down. I remember a bit ago, years ago, I used to be out in this backyard. I used to do so much stuff. One time we had a tent, and me and my dad were watching the stars, wishing on the stars and stuff. And one time we set up a fire pit and another fire pit. This backyard could have had so much more projects, but there's a struggle for what people are. My family's going through a little bit of struggles, but it doesn't mean I don't. I do love unconditionally, but you got to figure out what that means. Not just make it like a simple template that's just there, you know. And I don't like the fake it till you make it shit, you know. I don't like that. It kind of derails me and makes me feel kind of irritated. I don't know. Interesting, right? But yeah, the question is how's everyone doing? That's what I'm really into. If you're dealing with your 9 to 5 job, just staying there, waiting for the clock to go off, and you feel like, when's the clock gonna go off? When's break coming? When's all this stuff? You don't have to. Even if you have a job, you can hone into your feeling of what's on your mind and actually have not progressive thoughts, but not optimistic, but have something there that is really gonna help you adapt and you don't have to adapt right away. When we think of adapt, we automatically relate to evolutionary process of adapting and stuff. Even culture has that similar effect, you know. But it's not about telling you guys to stop complaining or any of that stuff. But sometimes it's about what you're focusing on, what's really. It's not about importance or anything because that creates kind of a dis- disparity in issues. I don't know. Kind of curious. Um. So, what else to talk about? I'm trying to get this to 20 minutes. Even if I can't, I'll think about it. I used to have trouble just talking for 2, 3 minutes, but now I'm able to really discuss things and talk in a more deeper area. So, one thing you gotta learn is that you never lose anything that's around you. You always have some part of the world or a part of your mind that's still there, even when you have a mental disorder that ruins like your pathways in your head. You're still there. You still function, even though you're not consciously or pre-consciously aware of it. And that's just beautiful. It's lovely, and I kind of like that how that feels. You know, it's kind of cool. But cool. 12 minutes. I'm gonna try to. This like a flex of the muscle, like when you lift weights and stuff. You feel that intense stretch, that intense feeling that oh I can go more on, and when you do that, that really builds momentum for yourself, builds that muscle. First it hurts, then it continues, and you're just like that, you know. See, I want to stop now, but I can't because I know I'm gonna have to make this a little longer. And I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the comments and the subscriptions and all that jazz. It's actually helping me figure things out. I never felt this alive before. It feels great, but gotta the scarcity mindsets are necessary, right? Are they just limits? What are they? Superstitions? You don't have to think so deeply and create a philosophical illusion out of it. Because every time I look at philosophical understandings, I could just not understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. It's just nonsense. But the thing is that you have to appreciate what people in the past did to create all that. You have to appreciate what it was there for, you know? There's much more to learn, much more to go after. But I have to go. See you guys. Thank you.